When people talk to me about rentals, their first concern is, what if I do it wrong? What if I'm not gonna, I can't do this right. I can't do this right. And the truth of the matter is you can do this right. It's really, really easy to do. So what I'm gonna do today is I'm going to take a moment to walk you through all you have to do to run a NeurOptimal session. It's super, super easy. And I'm gonna do it on myself, which is the hardest one to do without a mirror, but 600 sessions in, I think I got this down. So let's talk about all that you have to do. First, you have a rental unit, right? This is like a rental unit. It's my professional unit, but it also works the same way as a rental unit. First, before you start a session, you're going to check for Windows updates. You do that by clicking the Windows and clicking Update and Security. Goes to Windows Updates. The reason we do this, and then you check for updates, right? The reason we do this is because if Windows has any updates pending, it can make for long, uncomfortable pauses in your training experience. It doesn't harm your training experience, it just makes it uncomfortable. So we always check. And right now it says it's up to date. So that is the first step. And the second step is loading up Optimind. Oops, not the files. Loading up Optimind. All right, excuse me. We're loading up NeurOptimal. All right, as that loads up, it's a great time to get your sensors in place. The sensor placement is the hardest part of this entire rental, but you can do it. If you've got a long COVID mop like I seem to have grown, the best thing to do is to start by getting your hair out of your way. Our sensors are kept in place with actual glue. It's electrode paste, so the less hair you have in the way, the less goo you have to clean out of your hair. What I do is to find those top sensor placements, you basically take your finger straight up from the top of your ear toward the top of your scalp. You're going to get to a bony ridge where your hair stops, or your head stops going up and starts going in. That's C3 and C4. That's where we're going to be placing those sensors. So what I do is I take my fingernails and I draw a line through my hair to clear out a clear line to C3 and C4. And then I make a little top knot. Super cool looking ninja top knot. Ta-da-da-da. Now those lines are holding open the space for those sensors. Take the rest of your hair and throw it back into a back ponytail. Ta-da! Now your ears are completely clear. Your head's completely clear. It's time to place some sensors. This is your Z-Amp. There are 3 sensors for the right side. When I unravel them, I throw them over my shoulder. There are 2 sensors for your left side. Let me twist this so it's a little easier. When I unravel those, I get to work. All right. To place glue on the sensors, be generous. If you're renting a system, it'll come with a tube. Same rule applies. If you have a popsicle stick or a knife or something, sometimes it's easier to dip into the goop with a knife and then place the goop on the sensors. On the blue sensor, that's going to be for the top of the left ear. You just put goo on the inside of either paddle and place it so that it's hitting the inside flat portion of your ear. If you get it on the ridge, it's painful, so don't do that. The yellow sensor is the sensor for the top of your head. Treat it like a scoop of ice cream. Scoop it up. Make sure there's a goodly amount. And then you go back to that space where you cleared a nice line in your hair, and you place the sensor accordingly. When you feel that coolness, you know you've got good connection to your scalp. All right, on the right side, there are 3 sensors. The black sensor is your ground sensor. Putting some goop on either side of the interior of those petals, and then you place it like an old school clip earring. This side also has a blue sensor, so it's also going on the top of your ear. Little goop on either side of that paddle. And then again, placing it so it's pushing towards the middle flat portion of the top of your ear. The top sensor is yellow. Again, scoop it up. Be generous. treat it like a scoop of ice cream or potatoes or, I don't know, chocolate pudding, whatever you like. Spread apart that hair, and then you can place it between the two fingers that are spreading apart the hair. That's the hardest part of this whole thing. You get this done, you are ready for business. All right, so how do we hook it up to the system? Well, there's a USB cord that comes with your system. One end of your USB cord goes in the end of the Z amp. The other end goes into the edge of the machine. Now you're ready to go. So right now, if we're going to pretend I'm Digital, when you get your system, it will have your name on there. All you have to do is tap twice. 1, 2. Yeah, there you go. When it's on, this little green light comes on the Z amp, and as it's loading up, good deal. I want to get to the visualizer. Ta-da! That beautiful light show is going to play through this whole thing, and if all you wanted was a simple, basic default system, you're doing it. It's just that easy. You can hear the pops and clicks. You could. Earlier I could hear them. Sometimes you hear them. There was one. Sometimes you hear them, sometimes you don't. But those are the system telling you. I'm going to pause this real quick. Pause. There it goes. The pops and clicks are the system telling you that you're kind of, after analyzing all of the output from your brain, it's telling you when things are going a little bit off the rails, let's say, and then your brain can make those decisions to make more streamlined choices. In any case, that's as difficult as this is. The Wizards of Zengar made Neuroptimal so user-friendly that anyone can do it. Now, there are other things that you can do with the system. You can watch movies, you can extend your session. I won't go into that right now. I just wanted to show you how very, very easy it is to do a rental system in your own home whenever you want to. Now, if this has made you feel a little bit more confident about the process, please do reach out to me. You can email me, you can text me or call me. Look below if there is a little advertisement saying that a system is available now. That means I could actually get you training yet this week. If it says there's a wait list, then give me a call, get in touch. We'll get you on the wait list and we'll get you training soon. Meanwhile, when your turn for the shot comes up, I sure hope you take that shot. And I hope that you're keeping masked, keeping safe social distances, and washing your hands so that we can all gain herd immunity and we can get back together once again. Thanks for everything, folks. I hope to hear from you soon.